Hey, this is Russell back again with this episode of Civ 3. And we got a Droman just chilling in the water. You know, because they chill on water. They don't chill on land, unfortunately. Uh, and yeah, we have some happy citizens in the city of Sardica. People are pretty happy in my empire, thankfully. And everything's looking alright. We got some units that we're queuing up. We're queuing up lots of rifles in order to be able to defend the mainland. Got a ton more happy people in Heracles. Don't need to make any specialists of them. I don't know what I was doing there. Unfortunately, the city doesn't seem to be growing anymore. At least the way it is now. Fortifying some units. And we're overall prospering pretty good. There's nothing to complain about. We're not in the red in anything. We're not necessarily ahead of anyone in tech, but we're not very far behind either. Smith's Trading Company, that's sad to see. That's a really good wonder. It's a wonder that, you know, I like a lot. Riflemen and more riflemen, maybe. No, that's on the other island. Barracks, though, wouldn't hurt, right? Or wealth. Let's see what I do here. Barracks. Shakespeare's Theater is built, and Newton's University, unfortunately, is built. That's the one that we were working on there. There isn't really any other wonders that we can switch to, unfortunately. Really big bummer. Newton's University is very big, and there's no way I'm going to really be able to switch that to anything else. So it is a bit of waste of production, unfortunately. Did miss out on it. Looking to see what the production costs are of some of the stuff that's available to us. Try to get the best value, even though we're wasting a ton of value. Courthouse we don't really need, but it's 80. So yeah, wasting like 3 riflemen worth of shields, unfortunately, because of that. But nothing we can do about that. They beat us, no wonder. It's been done. So just pumping out rifles is the only thing we really have to concern ourselves with now. Civil disorder in Nessus came as a bit of a surprise there. And yeah, people aren't happy. We need to get this courthouse built. It's pretty important, considering who to take off. And that guy's fine. We don't have to have him be a happiness specialist though, because we do have enough happiness and unhappiness balance there to just get some science out of them. And science is important. We got communism. We don't need democracy. Instead, we can go for other techs. Steam power isn't a bad idea, although being able to take advantage of steam power after we deleted our workers, it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. There's some other things we can go for too. Thinking about replaceable parts, artillery is very useful. The infantry is pretty useful as well. It will be pretty hard to do. Hoover Dam is like the best wonder like ever. Although the effect of Hoover Dam on Archipelago map isn't nearly as good as it is in other maps. A lot of people are unhappy now, all of a sudden, for no apparent reason, and those people are even more unhappy. It might have been a lack of luxury. I'm not sure what happened there. I think there was a message about it, and I just forgot to read it. But yeah, everyone just went unhappy all at once. And going through and adding specialists is not the way to deal with it. I don't know what you're doing, Russell. If it's that many cities, then the happiness slider should be the way to go. Maybe I'm just a bit nervous about the fact that about the way the sliders are right now. Don't really have a ton of money laying around. And yeah. Just messing with the slider of the specialists a bit. Make sure people aren't unhappy anymore. And that they're still very unhappy there. again, I'm very confused as to why they all of a sudden got super unhappy. I think there's a reason for it, but I don't remember what it is. And yeah, so that probably wasn't the best way to deal with it, Russell. Now I would probably do the slider instead of all of that. Our technology, I don't know why it says... Oh, it's because we went to anarchy. That's right. That's right. Oh, so the slider won't work. That's why. Okay. I forgot. There we go. Yeah, I went to anarchy for a second. So the happiness slider wouldn't have done any of that. Now I can go through my cities and undo all the specialist stuff. So techs are going to be a lot slower now that we switch to communism. Not a lot slower, but a bit slower. So why would I switch to communism? I guess would be the question. Well, I can have a ton more unit capacity now, and unit capacity is pretty important, especially when you want to keep expanding when there's no more settlers. That's all I'll say for now. But yeah, it's pretty obvious. I'm planning on going to war eventually. That would be the only reason to do that. So yeah, going ahead and going through and changing all of that. It's pretty important. Bank in 6 turns. People are dying of a food shortage, which is not good in that city. I don't know why I'm not doing anything about it, but okay. And that city can go back to normal. That city has no specialists. That's fine. This one has a ton of specialists now and is starving because of it. So I'm going through and making them not starving by doing that. These guys also should be eating. And these guys also should be eating. And I think that's all the cities. There we go. Now we have a stable, nice empire again. The only place that's upset is Smyrna. Kinda. And yeah, steam power is what we're going for next, it looks like. Don't have a lot of workers to take advantage of steam power because I did delete a lot of them. Probably a bit premature to delete them. At the same time, paying for the unit maintenance was hurting our science and everything. So it was, I'm not sure. It would have been better if I knew that I could put them in the cities again rather than kill them off. Because then it would have been a big deal to rebuild them. But it's fine. I guess I'm going for democracy first. I'm not sure why I chose... Oh, no, wait. I just had to disable democracy. For some reason, it was making me research democracy first. That's annoying. Okay. But yeah, steam power. It's going to take quite a while. Because we're making a little less science now. Or a bit less currency. But we can now have like 1 million units and it not be an issue. Libraries are being built, so that will offset a lot of the issues that we are going to be having from being communist, in terms of like falling behind in science. The Babylonians want to talk to us. They want territory maps. There's no reason to get a territory map from them because I can see their territory already. So there's nothing out of it for me. Those guys want a tribute. I do not want war with the Koreans at this moment. So I'll go ahead and give that to them. The Koreans are pretty advanced, so it's not something that we really want to deal with. The rifles are being built everywhere. Produced a couple workers as well to be able to start the whole railroading process. All of those tiles we can turn into railroad tiles now. I just fortified the worker. That was stupid of me. I think I realized that was stupid of me though, and I will unfortify him next turn. Just because I'm so used to fortifying these guys. And there's no reason why we shouldn't be building workers or rifles. What's nice about building the workers is that they're very easy to rebuild, and because we're pop capped on a lot of our cities already, it's not going to be like we're going to be missing that population for long. And so yeah, got our rifles. Keep fortifying them. Build a decent enough defense, because you better believe if we do go to war that people are going to attack us. And even if we don't declare the war ourselves, the AI is out to get you and out to win. So, Colosseum, Cathedral, Granary, Barracks. Looks like a granary. That's probably smart when we have starving people. Oh, instead I went for a worker. Actually, the worker makes sense too, because if I build a worker, then I don't have the population starve. Instead, I just have the population, whatchamacallit. And I fortified the worker again, because I'm an idiot. Instead of starting... Oh, no, wait. I can only fortify the worker. I just realized I haven't researched steam power yet. So I am doing the smart thing in fortifying the workers. Because, yeah, I need to get steam power before I can build the railroads. Medieval infantry. That's pretty cool. Got a mace. And, got lots of dudes. What else do we got here? Let's see. Granary. Mongols. And stuff. Let's see. Okay, there's the unit capacity. Allowed 78 units. We only have 37. The unit capacity is way higher in communism. That is a horrible deal. We don't want the Spanish to get communism either. They do have fascism, interestingly enough. So I wonder if they went fascist, or if they're staying as like a whatever they're staying. They do really want communism, though. They will give us a lot for communism. Not necessarily interested in fascism. So I can get rid of that and get economics instead. A lot of things to give me for that. And I think that's a good trade. Give me money as well. Gives us a lot of technologies. And I don't want fascism, Fascism is good in situations. I mean, if I had to choose between fascism and communism, like 80% of the time I'd choose communism in this game. That should be clarified in this game. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's not very useful. Not as useful as communism is in terms of well, switching to fascism has its issues. Like, if you conquer a city, you lose like a lot of the pop in it, and you also just lose a lot of pop in general, like from your own things. Now I can go ahead and do that. I'm going ahead and automating them, because they're not going to really do anything besides build railroads and whatchamacallit. Yeah, stuff like that. And I guess they're also going to work on the tile down there. But yeah, in general, they're just going to be working on railroads. I might have to tell them to do it myself, but I think I could just automate them. Those guys are again attacking the Korean cities. But as I said before, they can only drop off so many units. Getting a rifleman. And I'm like, oh no, why can't I build it? I'm pretty sure I need like coal or something for it. Look. Yep, coal. There we go. I'm an idiot. But yeah, it's probably because I'm not used to having to get coal for it. In Civ 5, I know it's like one of those things where you just have a factory. Coal is for building factories and nothing else. Some units as well, like the steam powered units. But like coal is used for that. It's not used for railroads. Any Civ can build railroads in Civ 5. So it's just not something I'm used to having to procure for railroads. But it makes total sense, mind you. So yeah, I have to look around and see who has coal. 0 extra, so unfortunately I don't think they'll be willing to trade it. Let's see, who else? I do believe I get coal eventually. There we go, 3 extra coal. Bless me. And I'm looking to trade horses for it, and they accept it. So that works really well for me. And now I can start building those railroads. So thankfully, yeah. And now everyone's starting to build railroads now because, hey, we got coal. And the Mongols want to talk with me. Territory maps, that's a stupid deal because I already see your territory. And those guys are taking that city now. In the meantime, built a rifleman on the island. I'm not worrying too much about that island getting invaded, but it was nice to have a couple dudes there at least. Looking at getting some walls. 0 maintenance, that's nice. So it is, completely fine to just spend a couple turns putting money into getting some walls. It's similar, I think, in some other Civ games as well. I'm pretty sure walls are like free of maintenance in like Civ 5. So if you like are worried about money and you don't really want to build like other buildings and you don't want to waste your time like just producing wealth because it's pretty inefficient, just go ahead and just build walls. That's typically what you do. And our cultural influence is doing great. I think it's similar with some the other defensive buildings, but not all of them. Like maybe it is different in this game, but I know like in Civ 5, it's like walls don't cost maintenance, but then like some of the later ones, like arsenals, do cost maintenance. So yeah, might be similar in this game. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll probably see though. Always something good to, Civlopedia. But yeah, we've got our rifleman there. He's just chilling and automating our workers. And so far we're looking pretty good. The Spanish do have a lot of units, mind you. Like if they were to come in and hit me now, it would be perfect for them. Fortunately, the AI doesn't seem to be too aggressive or antagonistic towards me this game. And that's because I've done nothing to antagonize them. Trying to be a good little Byzantium. A good little Theodora. And yeah, more rifles. More rifles, because we have a barracks there. No, we don't have a barracks there, so I need to build a barracks there, but it looks like I'm not going to. I'm going to get a Coliseum. Weird. I don't know what I'm doing, so... but I guess I'll figure it out. I'm also starting to put units outside of cities, so I can start gathering up, a bit of an attack force. And keep track of who it is. Probably should have put them in Smyrna. It's probably fine. There's the Spanish, they're fighting. The Koreans or the Indians, I can't tell. They have a lot of ships for transporting stuff. And looks like they're at war too. Which is good, It's one of those things. They're going to be distracted. Everyone is distracted with each other. Again, no one has any reason to go to war with me. So everything is pretty chill for me right now. Pretty chill. I could just sit here all game and not go to war at all. Not only would that be a little on the more boring side, though, I would probably fall behind. I probably need war eventually, but I need to choose my battles at the same time. You know, nothing is going to come out from like going to war, for example, against I don't know, like the Babylonians or the Hittites, because there's going to be no way I'm going to be able to invade them without like investing huge amounts of stuff into like a large navy and so on and so forth. Which I could do. You know, what's nice about invading someone like on a different island is that it makes it very hard for them to invade you back. But it also just makes it, you know, very hard for you to invade them, so on and so forth. And yeah, people are dying. There are a lot of ships on the ocean now. People have really spammed out like the galleons and the frigates and stuff. And I haven't seen any like next era ships yet, which is good for me. You know, it means I'm not behind, I guess. That would be pretty scary. But I'm not that bad at the game. I didn't fall that far behind. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. You guys have a wonderful week, as you always do, of course, because life never sucks, obviously. And goodbye. Watch that dude die, and this dude die as well. And then goodbye.
Like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys want to see more. Always interested in your feedback down in the comment section. You guys have a good one. God bless.